Yo, what's up? This is your boy, Kevin, aka Lopan, back again in y'all face, in y'all homes, in y'all apartments, trailer homes, wherever you may be at. We back with the new episode of Hey, What's the Business? All right. Also, just a reminder, reason I've got this podcast is because I would like to get my fellow entrepreneurs out here to be noticed and recognized, also be able to do business with them. So, today we're going to have two guests. My first guest, now she is a very popular realtor in the city of Chicago. I can't even count how many houses she done sold. She's going to sell me a house too, because I've been looking at a house for a while now. So, we're going to go to a little quick commercial. And when we come back, we will have my first guest, Martija Mitchell. I also like to apologize for the late start. We had internet difficulties, which, because I'm a computer wizard, I figured it out myself. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, we will be back in a moment. And when we come back, we will be having our first guest, Martija. Yo, I'm back. Let's bring on our first guest. Give a round of applause to Martisha Mitchell. I ain't gonna tell you who she really is to me, but just
What,
hello there, Martisha.
what's
How are
up?
you doing?
I'm good. How are
Good.
you?
I'm real good. I'm real good. I can't complain. Family got this up and running, so you know what I'm saying. But we get everybody on and doing it. But anyway, let's start off with a few things right here. You're a licensed realtor. How long have you been licensed?
Um, going on 5 years.
5 years. And just for the record, how old are you?
Really?
Yes, gonna put you on the blast because she is not only an entrepreneur, but a young entrepreneur at that. So
Yeah, I'm
come here,
32.
32 years old. So that means you started real estate when you was with how old?
What's that? 27?
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about, young entrepreneur. So we're gonna jump right in. How did you get started in this? How can I say, what motivated you to go into real estate?
Actually, my mom got me started with real estate. But really, she introduced me to property management because she had a home that she was renting out to one of her tenants. And I
Mhm.
was just watching her and seeing how she was gaining passive income with doing like minimal work. So I
Okay.
was like, yeah, I need I need a part of that. So
You need
yeah,
a job.
huh?
You need a job.
I can't hear you.
I said you needed a real job, huh? Something to earn you some straight income.
I mean, I had a real job. I was working a 9 to 5. I mean, I'm still actually with that company in a different position, but still with that company. But I mean, I guess it was two main reasons. One, to build generational wealth. I can't do that working my 9 to 5 job. And then also, in today's day and age, you got to have multiple streams of income. Like the income that I'm getting from my job is good, but like the lifestyle that I want to live, you need additional funds.
You trying to live that fabulous life, aren't you?
I
A
like to
fabulous
travel
person.
though.
Just saying. You just oh you okay, okay, I feel you, I feel you. So we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. So one thing I'm wondering about, and I've been asked this, is it best to buy you a new car or to get a home first?
100%.
Because
You
I've been
need,
hearing, not cut you off, because I've been hearing like, oh, you shouldn't buy the car, you should get your home first, then you get your car.
yes, that is true. Yes, please listen to that. It is so much easier to get approved for a car as opposed to getting approved for a home mortgage. They'll deny you easy. If you go get that car, it's going to increase your debt to income ratio. And one or two things will happen. Either you can get denied or you most likely will not get approved for the amount that you're trying to get approved for. I'm actually dealing with a client, working with a client that's like that right now. She
Mhm.
went and financed a vehicle, and then this was prior to me meeting her. And she came to me to help her find her home, and she only got approved for 160,000. And
Okay.
the areas that she want to live in is and all of the houses that she actually like is in the 250 range and above. So yeah, it makes it very difficult.
Okay. Now, is it for you dealing with customers? Is it a hard time pleasing them? Like, uh, what are some of the things that you do for your clients to make them feel comfortable, especially when they're purchasing a new home? Is there any
Mm.
gifts or anything you do for them, or give them the key and tell them like, go ahead? I mean, what's kind of this?
So when I have a new client, I like to sit down, like we'll meet maybe at like a Starbucks or something like that, and I just get to know them, understand what they're looking for, understand like how much about the home buying process do they know, and then just have like really open communication and open conversations with them and just walk them through the process. I don't have any opening gifts, but if we close, you will definitely get a nice gift from me.
Sweet. So, would you ask your people if they looking for something someplace to live? Would you ask, would it be more easy for them to rent, or is it better for them to own? Because for me, I think it'll be cheaper to own something instead of renting something.
So you were actually cutting out a little. So did you say which one is cheaper?
So, which one would be easier? You think? Is it easier to rent or own? What would be the better option? Would it be a better option just to go somewhere and rent, or have your own house?
So I really think it just depends on the situation and it depends on the person and the stage that they are in life.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, you have some people that are looking to move out of state. So obviously, their better option would be to rent for the time being. You have some people who don't have good credit. They need time to work on their credit, or they don't have the savings to purchase the house.
Hmm.
So they need to take some time and just rent and then get themselves together and then go and purchase their home. So I really think it just depends on the circumstances.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
obviously, if you are looking to build generational wealth, I mean, you have to go with purchasing a home. Like you're not gonna gain anything by renting. You walk away with nothing.
So, explain to the people what is general wealth to you.
Generational wealth to me is uh, being able to pass down, I would say, I guess, a business or some means of income to your child or a relative. It puts them in a better position financially.
That's a beautiful thing. Something that I guess African Americans, if that's the word I could use, probably something that we should learn, because I know other races do that. I know other races, they build it up for their kids and for their kids' kids and their kids' kids. And that's basically how they all stay rich.
Hmm.
It's
Exactly. Yes.
beautiful to say that. So, uh, I want to ask you, so like, were you nervous selling your first property?
Oh, I gotta think back. What was my first property? Um,
I know you. I've seen you sold so many properties throughout Chicago. It's amazing. And then for you to be young doing that really amazes me even more. So, like, how was your first? Was you nervous? Was you scared?
um, I was a little nervous. Because I want to show up well. So when someone asks me a question and I don't know the answer, I don't like that feeling. I'm not gonna ever lie. I will definitely let you know, like, hey, I don't know. I'm gonna get back to you. I went through a lot when I first started. Like, I really had to find my niche. Like, I was looking at wholesaling. I was working with rentals. Um, so it was a learning. It was a learning process for sure.
Really? Wow. Okay. Did you? Is it a lot of work, like to get your license, or it's kind of easy?
It is. I honestly feel like I was blessed because I've talked to several realtors and then people who are interested in getting their real estate license, and the amount of people that actually fail the exam is crazy. And I actually passed it on the first time, so that's why I say I feel blessed for real. The test it was a little difficult, I'll say, but it's nothing that anybody can't do. Like, you could definitely do it as long as you study. They have a bunch of different tools that training tools that you can go through, practice exams to help you through it.
Okay, that's what's up.
The
Okay,
only
y'all, we're gonna pause. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
the only thing that
Finish.
I will say about obtaining your license, during the coursework, you're primarily learning about the laws. You you don't really like learn your role as a realtor until you get out here in this field, and that's when and it's really hands-on experience at that point.
That's what's up. Okay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be back. We're gonna show a few little more commercials. I gotta pay bills around here, so gotta put these sponsors on here and stuff like that. And I have a special tip from our teacher. Stay tuned. Hold on. We are back, but I gotta show you one more thing.
James Barbie, did you order the code red?
Your Honor, I object. You do not have to answer the question. Ruled. Answer the question.
You want answers? I am entitled to them.
Answer the question.
You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. We live in a world that has walls. Those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. I'm a wanted man. I got blood on my hands. Who's gonna do it? You? You, Judge Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility you can even possibly fathom. You weep for James Barber, you curse the court. You had that luxury. You had the luxury of not knowing what I know, that James Barbie's death. While tragic, probably saves lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as a backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide, and then question the matter of which I provided. I'd rather you just say thank you and be on your motherfucking way.
Order.
Sorry about that, y'all. Don't know why that commercial was freezing up, But we're gonna bring back my t-shirt. There she go. So, okay, back to the questions. Is there any advice that you would have for first-time homeowners? Like, what steps do they need to take? How do they go through this process?
Um, as far as advice, I would say work with a realtor who has experience and who has connections, because they will guide you through the process. I've been in a few situations recently where we are working with loan officers who has made it very, very difficult for us. And yeah, it's been very difficult. And if I didn't have like persistent clients, and if I wasn't persistent, then we would not even have gotten to the closing table. So I would just say, just don't go and try to find a loan officer on your own. Don't try to go find an attorney on your own unless you know them and know the experience that they have and how they work, how they operate. Um, 9 times out of 10, if it's an experienced agent, they have vetted these people and they are going to refer you to someone who will work for you and who will get the job done. Um, as far as going first time home buyers, um, I mean, I guess it's the same thing. Like, have that conversation with your realtor. Have them connect you with an experienced loan officer. Have them do a dry pull on your credit. Do not let them do a hard hit on your credit until you're actually ready to purchase. And have them just look at your file, look at your credit, look at your pay stubs, and then they'll let you know exactly, like, if you're ready and if you're in a position to purchase right now, or if there's anything that you need to work on to be able to make that purchase. So I would say do that in advance. Don't wait until, okay, I'm ready to go find my house right now. I would say just do that in advance. So if need be, you'll have that time to be able to get yourself together to make that purchase.
'Cause I think a lot of people out here be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna just give me a house and just I'm gonna go find one and just purchase one and that's all and then walk away." But you gotta, it's a trust game with that too, huh?
You said it's a what?
It's a trust game too, huh? It's a lot of shady people out here.
It is, yes.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So like, we're gonna jump off the subject because I want to know about a little flower you have walking around that I was hearing in the background. So I hear that you're a newly mama.
I am. I have a Shield 2, February 9th.
Oh, that's so sweet. Sorry, y'all, I don't have no picture of this beautiful little girl, but if I had the picture, I would show y'all. Y'all probably melt,
I
and I
should
don't
have
want y'all
brought
to
her
melt.
on as a surprise guest.
You should have. Maybe when we come back at the end, you could do that. You bring her on, let her say
I think she's a little
hi.
dirty now. I gave her spaghetti for dinner, so
Oh,
I don't think.
wow, wow, wow. So, I probably one of my final questions. Okay, being a realtor. Now, is your end game, do you want to own a real estate company or you're rather just be a realtor? And if so, why?
I do not want to own a real estate company. I am building my portfolio of, like, residential properties, and now I'm stepping into the commercial space. Um, I guess I probably should have added this in the beginning when you asked me, like, what got me involved in real estate. Um, I feel like I wanted to learn the process, the ins and out of just buying properties and rehabbing and property management. And I just felt like being a realtor would help me do that. I feel like my mindset has sort of shifted. My end goal is, and this is probably bad to say, I'm not necessarily trying to be like the top realtor in Chicago. Like that's not my goal. I like the space that I'm in. I like working with first time home buyers and like the client that I'm working with now who's only approved for 160,000. It may not be the amount that she wants, but trust believe I'm going to work hard and find her something that she will like in that price range. So I guess that's kind of where my mindset is right now, just helping African Americans learn about learn about building equity and building wealth through real estate.
Okay. Is this a good time to buy houses or?
Yeah, it is. I know it seems like the interest rates are pretty high, but that's because we're coming from a space that is not very typical for our economy. Like the interest rates were super, super low with COVID, but where we are right now is actually typical for interest rates. Um, we have been hearing that interest rates are going to go down later this year. Um, that's great news. Of course, you want a lower interest rate. The only thing that I will say about that is once those interest rates go down, we're going to have a ton of buyers enter the market, and it's most likely going to put us back in that chaotic market of having multiple offers on one unit. Um, and that makes it difficult for the buyer as well, because when you're in that multiple offer situation, now you're in a bidding war and everybody's trying to come with their highest and best offer. So I would say that now it's a great time to buy. Yes.
And for people who don't understand what an interest rate is, can you explain that?
So the interest rate is what the mortgage company charged to lend you the money to purchase that home. If you do a little research, you'll see that with the interest rates, you typically get it for 30 years. You typically get your mortgage for 30 years. And what you'll see is at the end of that 30-year time, you have paid for your home 2 or 3 times.
Oh
So
wow. Okay.
yeah.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
y'all, we gonna go to one more look. Go ahead. You finished? Or you
I was just gonna
finished?
say, that's the price that you have to pay. Because who has $300,000 just sitting in the bank to go purchase their home? Look, can I get $20?
My CPS salary, you know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing. 'Cause us school employees, we make a lot of money. I'm just gonna say that.
So
Hey
if
man,
you
I got you. I'll toss you a couple, you know what I'm saying? Holler at me later, you know.
you said what?
Holler at me later. I'll toss you a couple of
All
bags.
right, cool. One tip I will give with the interest rates is, so let's say for instance your mortgage is $2,000 a month. If you put like maybe like an extra $100 a month on your mortgage, you'll
Mhm.
pay, instead of paying your mortgage off in 30 years, you'll most likely pay it off in like 7 to 10 years. I'm sorry, you'll knock off 7 to 10 years off of your mortgage. So just keep that in mind. If you have the ability to do that, that will help alleviate some of that money that you're spending in interest.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, y'all. We'll leave again. Play a few more commercials. Hopefully these commercials work. And after that, we'll come back and we'll have Marti's final thoughts. And we'll be packing and we'll get up out of here. Be right back in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Okay. Well, that was quick.
That was quick.
Don't know what's going on with these commercials here, but we're gonna try and then we'll be back with the final thoughts.
What's up, y'all? It's Martija, your favorite realtor, bringing you your first market update of 2025. So let's get right into it. Interest rates are hovering in the high 6% range. We are expecting interest.
You know what? I ain't gonna even trip on these commercials.
Yeah.
So we good. But anyway, let's get your final thoughts. 2 quick questions. What do you do in your spare time? We can answer that one first. What do you like to do? What does Martisha like to do when she's not creating generational wealth? What do you like to do?
I mean, well, you already mentioned that I have a daughter, so I mean that's where majority of my spare time goes is taking care of my daughter, spending time with my fiance and family and friends. I really don't. I really don't do too much.
Sorry, everybody. She's off the market. I know y'all was like, "Ooh, a young entrepreneur who works and make money and is about that." She's off the market. She already taken y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't do too much. Honestly, I just go out to eat. I like to travel. Um, I'm trying to do some more things that's I wouldn't say out of the ordinary, but outside of going out to eat. Like I have 2 concerts that I'm going to this year. I'm excited about that.
What you
Um,
want to see?
I am going to the Millennial Tour. I think that's like Bow Wow, Trey Songz. I'm not sure who else. And then I'm going to see Mary J. Blige.
Oh, Mary.
Yeah, I'm excited. I gotta give me some boots.
Oh, wow. Well, you making money. No problem for you. Okay. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to play the commercial, but in your commercial, can you explain on them what you were talking about before we go?
I mean, I kind of pretty much touched on it. I was just giving a market update, letting you guys know where the interest rates are currently, which they're around 7%. Later on this year, expecting the interest rates to go down. Again, that might affect the market as far as making it very competitive to getting a home. So if you are interested in purchasing, I would say like go ahead and try to make that move now, or talk to a loan officer at least to see. Talk to a realtor who refers you to a loan officer to see where you stand.
Okay. Okay. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Well, sorry, y'all. We were supposed to have another guest, but due to difficulties with their internet, they wasn't able to get on. Hopefully, we have him next week. Well, I'm sorry, in 2 weeks from now, because it will be every 2 weeks. Also, if you're an entrepreneur, hit me up, get on the show, advertise your business, make money. And on that note, I would like to tell y'all, deuces. It's been a pleasure for the first show. Again, sorry I was late, but from here on out, my shows will be every Tuesday. I mean, every Wednesday. I'm sorry, y'all. Every Wednesday, every other Wednesday at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. So please tune in. By the end of the year, you'll see the trophy. It's one of the greatest podcasters that ever set foot in front of a camera. But besides then, see y'all later. God bless. Anything you want to say before you go? Anything? Bye.
You can find me on Facebook. It's just my first name, last name Mitchell, MITCHELL. And then you can also find me on Instagram. Martesia _ is my realtor. So contact me if you have any questions. I am about to start a promotion to where I am going to help existing homeowners appeal their taxes and also ensure that you are getting your homeowners exemption. If you go check out my story now, I posted a receipt. I had a previous client of mine. She sent me a screenshot of a picture of her check that she got today. I believe it was like $1,200 or $1,300 that I got her back from ensuring that she had her homeowner's exemption on her taxes. So yeah, hit me up if y'all got any questions or anything like that. I'm happy to help.
All right. It's been real. And we will talk again later. Maybe I'll have you back on the show later on down the line.
Sure, I'll be happy.
All right. All right. See you guys. Peace. Hope y'all enjoyed the show today, because I did. And we will catch y'all later. And I will leave you guys with this.
Black Friday. I spit this shit for you just for one more time. So I hope you enjoy one of my very last rhymes. But the one thing that's more precious than gold and brighter than sunshine is that four-letter word that we call time. Now you'll probably take this rhyme for granted, but savagely in your mind I will plant it. Make sure you enjoy your time for what it's worth, but don't spend your time being a fucking jerk. So think about your time on this planet, because loved one comes and goes. Now that's how he planned it. So spend every day as if it's your last. Spending time with loved ones that'll make you laugh. Do what you can to become successful in life. Live out your dreams and exercise your rights, cause time is ticking on that clock of life, you see. So do what you can to get your shit right, because you never know when your day will come to an end, and that countdown on life has just begun. So don't be caught out here wasting that time before you know it. Time.
We off air, right?
I ended it. I